kind of
People
vile.
are programmed in, Senator. They've been watching. The debates are getting record viewership. Let me ask you a question.
Please.
According to a New York Times CBS News poll that came out last week, 67% of registered voters find Hillary Clinton dishonest or untrustworthy. That number went up from last month.
Well,
After the FBI investigation.
Well, it's also after you see what I've seen in this convention.
She bears no responsibility for it?
I see unrelenting attacks time after time on things that independent sources are saying lie after lie after lie about her record. So offensive. I'm watching her getting blamed for the things that the Bush administration did, leading us into Iraq, disbanding the Republican Guard, creating an environment where terrorists like ISIS and others can spring. Things that, frankly, that they did are now being heaped upon her as if they're trying to reinvent history.
But does she bear any responsibility for her troubles? I mean, she said things that the FBI director says were not true.
Again, you heard the chants, lock her up. You heard the chants that are far more vile than this because you're sitting right next to the arena. That's not something that she bears responsibility for. That is a call to a dark place in American politics that we have not heard since the days of segregationists holding a court within parties. And so this is. Let's not try to create a false equivalency here.
I'm not equivalating.
No. I'm not saying to you. I'm talking to other folks that wanted to say, "Oh, this is Republicans versus Democrats." This is not the Republican Party. This is the party of Trump. This is a guy who offers almost a bounty on people, or I'll pay your legal expenses if you take physical violence. This is someone who, whether you have a disability, whether you are of Latino descent, whether you're African American, who has systematically insulted, demeaned and degraded aspects of our community, aspects of our culture, aspects of our country. And so to in any way put Secretary Clinton, someone who I could go through the quotes that Mitch McConnell said about her when she was in the Senate, that even Newt Gingrich, who spewed lies about her last night, talked about how qualified she is.
But this is what Democrats do. You say something about, you ask a question about Hillary Clinton and issues that she might have, and you change the subject to how horrible Donald Trump is, and you say there's no equivalent. I'm not saying. No, I'm just saying, does she bear any responsibility? She said things that the FBI director said weren't true.
Right, and I'm saying to you, no. I'm saying to you that she admitted she made a mistake. And we should move on. Let me give you an example. Benghazi. Here was a horrible event that the investigations, the 7, 8 investigations that was done to that, we investigated that with more time, more duration, millions of dollars, more than we did the JFK assassination, more than we did the 9/11 attacks. This is something that every time Secretary Clinton is involved in something, it gets drawn out, infused with conspiracy theories, hate, bile, and lies. And so when she herself stands up for the American public and says, hey, I'm not perfect, I made a mistake, let's now move on, we now have folks that will not only not allow that move on, but they take it and twist it into a perversion that bears no semblance of the truth whatsoever.